Hi, I'm Jo Taylor. I'm founder of MetUpUK. MetUpUK was created because we could see that there was no or little advocacy work which was doing to push things in the UK. I saw things happening over in America with the group with MetUp and wanted a UK arm of it. So that's what happened 4 years ago. We've got quite a number of people who are involved in various things to do with our aims and objectives, but the group is growing, and we're seeing a lot of people join the group. Pretty sad in a way, because obviously most of these people have metastatic or secondary breast cancer, but we need to do something and make change. That's the issue. So my story is that 13 years ago, I was diagnosed with primary breast cancer. So I was on maternity leave. My daughter was 5 months old and son was nearly 2.5, and found just a lump. Didn't really do self-checking, to be honest, but scratched, lift my arm up, scratched, and underneath I found a lump there. Went and had the normal checks and everything, confirmed that it was breast cancer. Had no breast cancer in the family, didn't really have any cancer at all in the family. So it was a huge shock, and just went through the processes of surgery, chemotherapy, radiotherapy, and 5 years of tamoxifen. Kind of spat out at the end. You try and get back to normal life. What is normal life after that? Went back to exercise. I've always been a big advocate for exercise, and I find it helps me with my mental health and everything else that I do, and just living a busy life, really. But then 7 years later, I was diagnosed with secondary breast cancer. So found a lump in the lymph nodes in the neck from a friend who was on Twitter. She'd found something similar, and unfortunately I was re-diagnosed with secondary breast cancer. I had 2 small spots in the sternum as well, classed as oligometastatic disease, which meant early breast cancer spots in the bone in the sternum area. So I changed oncologist, went to under specifically to the Christie in Manchester, and had all my treatment there. I'm on first-line treatment still. I have had progressive disease, but it's really been classed as early oligometastatic again. So I've been able to have surgeries, radiotherapies, to actually control the disease and keep on the treatment that I'm currently on. Recently just had a axilla under my arm, all removed, so I'm dealing with a hematoma at the moment with that, but still on first line treatment. But yeah, we created last year before, Busy Living with Mets. That was to show that people could still live busy, active lives living with secondary breast cancer. I'm an example. I've got a lot of friends who are an example of being able to, do various things, whether it's running, cycling, yoga, keeping a family together, having young children, having older children, not having children, but leading a full-time jobs, whatever it is, leading busy lives. But the way that we can keep busy living with Mets is having drug access to surgeries, access to treatments, access to radiotherapies, and them are the ways that we can live longer. And it shows with me, the median life expectancy 2 to 3 to 5 years. I'm living out 7 years at the moment. But we need better. That's what our message is all the time. We need better for everyone. We cannot keep ignoring people who are dying and they can't get access to these drugs. It's not acceptable. So, it does show that, getting access to these things and clinical trials as well getting access to clinical trials, then it can help people to live longer, and be able to, you know, contribute to society. That's what we do. I've lost so many friends of secondary breast cancer. It's quite unbelievable. You know, in the past 6-7 months, I've probably lost 7 friends, and those are, you know, people who I do actually know and talk to. You know, not necessarily somebody who I'm, you know, with and who's local, but through social media. That's why social media is so good for patients, because you can connect to people, and you know, you've got your own little community, and we all support each other, and I think that's massively important. I've just had a results from my scan today. I've had a stable scan, thankfully. You know, so again, you're just on that treadmill of, you know, the next scan. You live every 3 to 4 months. And we know how we live, and it's hard how we live. We can't really plan things. We can't look to next year, what's happening next Christmas, because we're you know, if we get through this Christmas, that's good.